that's the person, the specific sales rep that referred it to us. And then there's also just a regular vendor contact, like maybe it wasn't the person who referred it to us, but there's some other vendor on another equipment tab that's going to get paid some VRF or something. So we do have like a primary vendor contact and a referring contact, but all of those things that are associated to the opportunity is through the op contact roles. And so any communications and such that we send out to them, or DocuSign, it's going to use the opportunity contact rules to figure out who it is and what their email address is or what their mailing address is. It's all going to use the opportunity contact rules. And then there's another big, let's see, map to op. There's another big method that we call, and this basically is setting up all of the fields on the opportunity and the equipment. So again, there's more logic down in here to do different things. And this is something that you could look at and try to get a little bit familiar with. You don't have to memorize it or anything, not asking you to do that. And here's another method, map to equipment. If you look at these things, if you look at the map to account, map to con, map to op, and map to equipment, those are the four primary functions that we're using when we create these opportunities. And so this will help you to be able to see how we get information coming to us from the portal, and we piece it all together and then use that to create the objects in Salesforce that we need to be able to create a full application and send it out for approval. And in some of these cases, if it's a vendor that's set up for the SYOT, which is submit your own terms, those are actually set up to go, like ours that we submitted, it only went as far as creating the opportunity and getting it approved. But if the portal request, if the vendor partner that we were going to their website on was somebody like a Ryder or an Apple or RBFS or a Grimco or Illinois Lift Equipment, there's a whole bunch of vendors out there that we actually have, we allow them to have their customers submit it to us, get approved, and actually go through the auto docs process. And so auto docs means that when it comes in, it puts the whole opportunity together just like it did, but it goes a step further. It actually sends out documents to the customer. So they think of it this way. You went to that website, you filled out that 2-page little thing just with a little bit of information you popped in there. You hit submit, and then it thought about it and thought about it and thought about it, and boom, instead of getting something that says your opportunity has been submitted, it comes back immediately on that web page and it says, congratulations, you've been approved. I don't even know if it tells you how much money, but congratulations, you've been approved. Now it's time for you to select your terms. So it displays a little grid for you that you can see like a few options, and it'll be like, if you choose this option, this is how long you're going to finance for. This is what your monthly payment's going to be. If you choose this option and blah, 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 it gives you like a little grid of like maybe 3 or 4 options on how you want to proceed. The customer selects one of those and submits that, and then it comes back to our system, and it sets the buy rate and sets all that stuff out, and then sends them the docs. And they sign those docs electronically, and then the docs all of a sudden come in, and it puts the docs in date in, and it's already there for the funding queue. All they have to do is be able to review the docs that came back from the customer and do some more follow-up items and make sure that the deal is ready to go, and it could be fund ready by the end of the day if it wanted to be. We've actually had, I don't remember what exactly the record was, but we have before on a couple of occasions gotten a deal in had it
ಏನಂತಲ್ಲ
submitted,
ಎಂತ
approved,
ಬಾತ್ರೂಮ್ಲೆ
docked
ತಿರುಗುತ್ತಾರೆ
out,
ಹೊರತು
docked
ತಿರುಗುತ್ತಾರೆ
in, and
ತಿರುಗುತ್ತಾರೆ
funded
తీసుకొచ్చి బెడ్ మీద
resolved all in
పెడతారా
the same
ఎవరైనా
day.
ఎంత
So that's a
తెలివి
lot
తక్కువ
of work,
వాళ్ళైనా
but it can be done, and it can be done pretty quickly. So that's what I gotta say about that. I just wanted, since I had your attention, it was I've been wanting to go through this with you so that I could give you something to look at and say, see here, if you can follow this.
yeah
Because you'll see a lot of different use cases that we have in there for different things, but just give you something that you can go look at and see if you can follow it and try to understand the coding behind the scenes and stuff like that.
sure I will
Awesome. Now that your brain is full and probably about ready to explode.
yeah
I'm gonna leave you with that so I can go